And finally, at the end of ABC's This Week on November 18th, reporter Martha Raddatz presented a brief viewer mail segment that explained a lot about network news decision-making.
And finally, your voice this week. Today's question comes from Cheryl Robinson, who writes, "What happened in Benghazi was terribly tragic, and now we're hearing of another Middle Eastern war on the brink. Let us and you, the media, not forget about the war that our own kids are fighting for us in Afghanistan. Why is there so little coverage?" Well, because unfortunately, very few people feel the way you do, Cheryl. There is a war weariness with the public, and outside of campaign season, the war is not often mentioned. The administration talks about it largely to say, we are leaving. But we should all remember that nearly 70,000 Americans are still in Afghanistan facing death and injury, and we should remember we have promised our combat troops will remain there for another 2 years.
The war is not often mentioned, says Martha Raddatz, a reporter for a network whose nightly news show is regularly watched by 7 to 8 million people. Does ABC really just determine which stories to cover and which guests to book based on what the people want? Was it really the people who told ABC that they didn't want to know about Afghanistan and instead preferred endless news and commentary about, say, the right's supposed Benghazi scandal? Is it really the people who demand to know what Darrell Issa thinks about it and what John McCain has to say about it today? We find that hard to believe, unless the people in question are Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly.